Nā, ia koe e tiki wai ana I te ata nei, ia te whakaaro rānei koe he wai rauiri, he wai tā hawa rānei tāu I tiki ai. Mo te hapori o Shannon, ko ia te pātai o ia rā. Ko te tā hawatanga o te wai, tētahi hua, o te parahanga I te rohe o te Manawatu. Me te aha whakamomori ke ana etahi o ngā Māori, kei te taha o te awa e noho I hoana. Ahakoa ngā mahi o te wā hei whakarauiri I te awa, kāre rātau I te tino whakapono ka rere ke ake te āhua. Kei te mā harahara hoki rātau, kei kore o rātau āwangawanga e rāngona.
Crystal clear. It's what New Zealanders expect our water to be. But in the Manawatu River, it's anything but.
We're at the very end of desperation, really, and you see that in our people. We've had people dying in the river. We've had people becoming sick of from the river. We don't eat the fish out of the river anymore. And
how does that make you feel?
Oh, absolutely sick of it. Devastated by the fact that we aren't able to engage with a river that is part of us.
The Manawatu River has always been the lifeblood of Ngāti Raukawa ki te Awahau, but now it's seen as one of the world's most polluted rivers. This is the only reminder of their pānau, swallowed up by oxidation ponds. Their marae has been pushed away from the river. At the end of the line in Foxton, the people feel powerless to protect their awa.
We've been able to drag up flounder that now have 4 eyes instead of 2. Those sort of things. You know, it's freaks that you get out of the Manawatu River today. And our people can't eat those things. And when they do, they get sick. The other part of it is that, you know, the weed that grows on the river, particularly in the loop area. You know, we've had drownings here. And we know that our family members have been drowned on the river because of the effects of pollution, basically. It's totally unacceptable.
And the problems aren't just with river water.
They need water. Good water.
In the Horowhenua, the major towns of Foxton, Shannon and Levin have E-grade drinking water, which means it's completely unsatisfactory and carries a high level of risk. On the banks of the Manawatu River at Poutu Marae near Shannon, Ngāti Whakatere face a double blow.
We have been on boil notice since November of 2009. And it's been going on so long now, it's just like an accepted thing in Shannon. No, you've got to boil your water, yeah, that's how it always is.
You're faced with a situation where your water supply is unsafe to drink. You have the town's sewage discharge as well as the tannery's discharge going straight into the awa right beside your marae. What's this situation like for Ngāti Whakatere?
We believe that's just totally unacceptable. And over the years they have put in different measures to try and see to those things, but the reality is there's still discharges from both those out there. Because of the state of the river and the levels of pollution, there is no way we can follow through tikanga cultural practices in regards to our river, in regards to recreational use, in regards to kuhikai, you know, getting tuna, mullet, whatever fish you may be, white bait. We tell our children that they're not allowed over to the river. Obviously there's water issues, water danger around water, but it's mainly to do with the fact that it's polluted.
Incredibly, while the tap water in Shannon has to be boiled, it starts out at this pristine stream.
It seems bizarre to me. I mean, there's plenty of communities that have, you know, water problems that don't have a beautiful source of water like this right at their doorstep.
The problem is Shannon needs a new $3 million treatment plant, which the local council says it can't afford. Dr. Joy says the council has its priorities wrong.
You would think that having clean, fresh drinking water would be a priority. And when I see what they spend money on, then it's hard to imagine how, you know, some of these other things like buildings can be a priority.
But the Horowhenua District Council claims the water is safe and doesn't make people sick.
I don't know that there's a problem in Shannon because the water quality that the people are currently experiencing has been the same for quite some time. And it will even flow a wee bit as the condition of the river changes. But what we're doing is looking to upgrade the existing facility. We're doing that. It'll have basically two parts to it. The first one is to introduce a filtration process, and the second one is to enhance the raw water storage capacity.
But at Hotu Marae, council assurances aren't comforting when guests arrive, and the state of the river remains an embarrassment.
There's also the fact of being tangata whenua in this area, being on the river. When we have manuhiri, when we have people come on to the marae, we can't promote our usage of the river. We can't show them, look, this is how we are as tangata whenua here. We're on the awa, but we can't provide kaifu or hakiri for anything for our manuhiri, which is real sad to us, because, it limits our ability to be ourselves, be Māori, to celebrate our relationship with the river.
The state of the river is a source of grief for many iwi who believe Māori have had a hand in allowing the pollution to escalate. Two iwi representing more than 30 hapu lay claim to the Manawatu River. But to date, only rangitane ki Manawatu, based in Palmerston North, has been consulted over river management. How do you think rangitane has handled their role as kaitiaki of the river?
We, from Ngāti Raukawa's point of view, haven't until recently had much to do in terms of a kaitiaki-ship of the river, or any management at all of the river. And but our concerns, we see it evidenced for our people down at the mouth of the river, where it flows out into the sea at Foxton, at the estuary. Big concern for us there.
But there is some hope. In Shannon, the government's decision to restart a drinking water subsidy scheme could provide the funding to fix the treatment plant, and a new group has been charged with cleaning up the Manawatu. For the first time, 3 iwi have been brought together with other interest groups, including councils and federated farmers, under the Integrated Freshwater Solutions Scheme. The scheme is supposed to give all Māori along the river a voice in its future.
From iwi Māori perspective, we've gone away and we've had an internal Māori caucus amongst the 3 tribes, and we've very quickly moved to finding what we believe is solutions. We know that we have to work in with other parties, including the regional council and the district councils, but we are very clear about what we want to do. Kei te ora te wai, kei te ora te tangata, kei te ora te whenua. If the river is well, then our people and our land will be nourished. The fact that the 3 iwi are able to work together, our other people will say, well, that in itself is a major miracle, and it is.
But at Foxton, they're still not optimistic their voice will be heard.
No, because they've been the people who have been involved with Palmerston North City Council and Regional Council in the past. And so they don't represent our issues. They don't have to feel the mamai of no fishing, no swimming, no livelihood in association with the river. Their marae is not down here. Their marae are away from the river system. And so if you want a proper view of what's going on here and how people feel they've been ignored, well, they just carry on with doing the same thing that they've always done.
Everyone agrees the freshwater scheme is a step in the right direction, but getting all groups to agree on action will be a massive challenge. Meanwhile, people are stuck with unacceptable water and the river remains a national disgrace.
It's totally unacceptable. We shouldn't have to put up with this level of pollution anywhere in the Western world, let alone little old New Zealand.
Nā, hea ki ngā whakapai e 3 miliona tāra te utu hei whakarauiri ake I te wai o roto o Shannon. Ko te tūmanako o te kaunihera ārohe o Horowhenua, kia whakaitia tā rātou tono ki te pūtea wai inu a te kāwanatanga mo te 2.1 miliona tāra. Hei te mahuru puta mai ai te whakatau.